All clear!
It's not quite perfect, but it's ours.
Think of all the adventures we're gonna have.
I always thought that there was more than one movie in this idea. Romeo and Juliet, the concept of taking, you know, the greatest love story ever known and playing out with some ridiculous, stupid garden gnomes was a great fun idea at the center, but it clearly could evolve into other things by utilizing different kinds of stories, not just the classic Romeo and Juliet, but other classic stories, other classic genres. So in my mind, like opening up the kind of gnome universe to different types of storytelling and genres and stories is always part of the plan.
What the fertilizer?
I'm Sherlock Gnomes, sworn protector of garden gnomes.
You mean, except for the one you literally just broke?
Broken? Who's broken? Oh my God!
The scope of this movie is much broader and bigger, and that's because it's not a romantic comedy anymore. It's an action-adventure movie, so the scale of that story needs to be told over a different environment. So the scope of this movie is all over, you know, from a gnome-sized point of view, modern London, and an action detective chase story across that environment.
We have to go undercover. Let's go. 2 forward. Hold.
Ooh, I said hold.
Forgive me, I've never been the back end of a squirrel before.
We've been spotted.
I first met John Stevenson, the director, about five or maybe even 6 years ago to start talking about this film. And the reason why we started having that conversation was because of Kung Fu Panda, because of the mix of action, adventure, and comedy that he managed to pull off in that movie, which was very similar to you know, the direction that we eventually wanted our movie to take. What John very quickly made clear and attracted me to how his vision of the movie would work was that he has an integrity about what he wanted to do. He wanted to make sure that the movie on every level had deep thought going into it, even though it's funny, even though it's meant to be, you know, a piece of family entertainment. I believe that any truly great piece of family entertainment, if it's even just broad comedy, has intelligence and thought rooted in it.
Look, there's a pool! Woohoo!
I'm okay. Excuse me.
Oh, Mankini, that is Are you done?
I've made a jacuzzi.